All right, let's talk about one of the best and maybe one of the most dangerous feelings for an investor. We're diving into that pure euphoria you get on a massive green day.
So you open up your account and boom, it's just a wall of green. That AI fortress portfolio you've so carefully built, the one packed with NVIDIA, Microsoft, and Meta, it is absolutely on fire. It's electric, right? It feels like total validation. But what's really going on in your head right at that moment?
Okay, so let's paint a picture to make this super real. Imagine it's April 8, 2026. You wake up and news is breaking all over. There's a US-Iran ceasefire. And just like that, NASDAQ futures are screaming higher, up over 3.5%. Man, your strategy is just crushing it.
But here's the thing. This isn't really about the numbers on the screen, is it? No, it's about this massive, high-stakes battle that's happening inside your own mind. And trust me, winning that battle is what will decide your long-term success, way more than any single day's news.
So let's meet the fighters in the ring. In this corner, you've got the ancient, the powerful, the lightning-fast emotional brain. That's your amygdala. And in the other corner, you have the slow, the deliberate, the, let's be honest, kind of boring, rational thinking brain, your frontal lobe. And on a day like today, they are in an all-out brawl for who gets to call the shots.
All right, so first up, let's break down the emotional brain's playbook. It's actually super simple but incredibly powerful. And it all comes down to one of the most potent chemicals our bodies can make.
The second you see all that green, your brain's reward system just gets flooded with dopamine. But here's the crazy part that neuroscientists have figured out. It's the anticipation of the win that's often even more intense than the win itself. It's that chemical rush that makes these days feel so good, It's almost addictive.
And this is exactly why that feeling is so potent. There's this quote from neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman that just nails it. He says your brain is a survival machine, not a wealth-building machine. It's built to keep you alive. So on a day like this, your brain is basically putting a big gold star next to your AI fortress strategy and saying, hey, this thing you did, this is good for survival. Do more of this.
And that's the real key, right? The euphoria, it's not really just about the money. It's about something way deeper, something primal. It's about validation. It's that ancient part of your brain just screaming, yes, we were right. We've got this figured out. And man, that feeling is just intoxicating.
Okay, so while your emotional brain is popping champagne and throwing a huge party, your logical brain is over in the corner trying to get a word in. So let's switch gears and look at its playbook. How does it even try to keep things under control?
The first major hurdle for our thinking brain is this thing psychologists call cognitive ease. It's a really simple idea. When everything is going our way, when everything confirms what we already believe, our brain just gets, lazy. Our critical thinking just kind of shuts down. We stop asking tough questions and just assume our story is the absolute truth.
The Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman puts this perfectly. Think about it. Your story is the AI fortress. And today, the market is making that story feel so tidy, so coherent, so true. But what Kahneman is warning us is that feeling of high confidence, it just tells you that you've built a good story in your head. It doesn't mean the story is actually true. The final chapter hasn't been written yet.
So how in the world does your logical brain fight back? How does it stay grounded? Well, it uses mental models, powerful ways of thinking. And this next one, from the godfather of value investing, Benjamin Graham, it might just be the best one ever. It is the ultimate tool for cutting through all this euphoria.
Let's really break this down. The voting machine, that's today, that's short term. It's all about emotion, hype, popularity contests, and news like a ceasefire. Right now, the world is casting a huge yes vote for your stocks, for Google and Meta. But, and this is a big but, your long-term goal, that number you're aiming for, that has nothing to do with today's vote. It depends entirely on the weighing machine, the real stuff, the fundamentals, the earnings, the actual weight of these companies' AI dominance over the next decade.
Okay, so if the logical brain knows all this, what's its secret weapon? What's the one single thing it can do to actually win this fight? It's not some complicated algorithm, it's not a secret technical indicator, it's way simpler than that. And honestly, way, way harder.
The legendary trader Jesse Livermore absolutely nailed it. Think about it. On days like today, the urge to do something is just, it's overwhelming. You want to lock in gains. You want to chase it even higher. The real superpower is fighting that urge. The superpower is just
Sitting tight. And the great Charlie Munger backs this up completely. He basically said that waiting is what helps you as an investor, but most people just can't stand to wait. It's not just some clever trick, it's a core personality trait. That ability to just wait, when your brain is screaming for that dopamine hit right now, well, that's what separates the amateurs from the pros.
And of course, who else but Warren Buffett puts it in the simplest terms. He said the stock market is just a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. It's that simple. On a day like today, the impatient people are out there chasing, buying high, feeling the FOMO. The patient investor, they just sit back. They know the game, and they let all that impatience from everyone else become their edge in the long run.
So when you put this all together, feeling the emotion but choosing to act with logic, you land on this really powerful identity. This is how you become what we might call the stoic investor.
So what does this look like? Well, first, you don't fight the feeling. You acknowledge the joy from your emotional brain, let it have its moment. But you let your logical brain, your frontal lobe's plan, be the one that actually guides your actions. You have to understand the game. Green days like today are awesome. They're a gift. But red days, they're just the price of admission for long-term growth. So you stay disciplined. You don't chase the highs. You wait for the red days to maybe sell some puts. You let the weighing machine do its thing.
And look, this isn't some abstract philosophy. This is super practical right now. Because yeah, the market is celebrating this ceasefire news today, but the stoic investor has their eye on the calendar. They know the March inflation data drops on Friday, and that one report could change the entire narrative just like that. It's the perfect reminder of why discipline is always the winning move. So, as you're looking at all that green on your screen today, the real question isn't, how much am I up? No. The real question is for that logical part of your brain, for your inner stoic. It's simply this. How's your sitting tight muscle feeling today?